Hi, this is Celine here, coming to you with the third part of this video that I've been doing about the Alimice hair. I have my glasses on so I can see y'all. Okay, so the underside of this hair is a dark brown color, and I went from this to what you see now, using Dark and Lovely luminous blonde hair color. Let me tell you something. Before you decide to dye your hair, make sure you have everything you need. I did not use the 25 volume that was in there. I bought a 50 volume developer because, for one thing, the 25 volume does not work. It just doesn't. You'll be wasting your time trying to get your hair to lighten up like you want it to lighten up using the developer that's in the box. Okay, now I had seen on previous videos from other YouTubers about the 40 volume. I tried that, and it does not lift this hair up like I would like it to lift it, and not as fast. If you use the 50 volume, it will lighten it like that, and you will not have to sit there and wait on it long. Do not, I repeat, let it sit on the hair so that it over processes it and it messes the hair up. You're going to have to check it. You can't just go off and leave it, okay? And if you're it's a little packet of lightener that comes inside the luminous, and it's just not going to lighten. It's not going to lighten it up like you want it. See, I used that one for this because I did not want it to be as bright as this here. But if you want to get the light color using a box dye, you're gonna have to use that 50 volume developer, especially for the light colors. The dark ones like black and brown and reds and stuff like that, you know, you can get away with the 40 volume. But I think they said that if you use a 20, well, you don't have to do that with black and brown, but if you're like doing reds and magentas type colors, 40 volume. Okay, now the top part that I did, I used the Kiss bleach with the 50 volume developer, and that gave me this color. Now if I'd have left it on there longer, it would have processed a lot lighter. I did end up having to do the top one twice, only because I didn't have enough bleach the first time, and I had to mix some more. It didn't penetrate it or go all the way through. And what makes life a lot easier, if you spread it out on a big table with your aluminum foil and stuff up under it, excuse me, or mix it up in a larger container where you can just dip the hair down in there. It gets in between the hair, and you just, you know, massage it through, and it makes life easier, and you don't have to keep, I gotta go back over this again, I gotta go back over this again. No, you don't. Okay, that's what tears this hair up. This is not premium hair, y'all. This stuff comes from Amazon, and it comes from AliExpress, not Indique, not Yummy, not some of the other big hair companies. What's that other one, that Princess Hair Shop or something like that, Kenya's Boutique and all that. No, this is not that kind of hair. So you have to moderate what you're doing to it. You can't just bleach it 3 and 4 times and think this stuff is going to, no, you're going to have trash hair, you know. And if you leave this bleach, depending on what kind of bleach you use, you leave this bleach on there too long, you're gonna have trash hair. I know, because I've messed up hair before myself. That's why I can say this. I tried dyeing some hair one time. It was so dark, and I thought, oh my God, I'm never gonna. And I kept trying to lift it with the, and it just got worse and worse, and I ended up messing it up. That's what I'm saying. So to solve that problem, use 50 volume to begin with, and you won't have to do all that. And as you can see, it's silky, it moves, it's long, and it's not frizzy. Whoops, it's not frizzy. This is some of the longer hair I've had in a while. I decided to do something different coming out of this pandemic. So you only live once, so you might as well have fun. But anyway, this is the Alimice hair. Now the shedding, it will shed, but it's limited. The best way to combat the shedding is to spray it, the wefts, with the Got To Be Glue spray, and then let it dry if you're going to sew it in. But if you're just going to use glue, it doesn't matter, and that'll knock out a lot of that shedding issue that you have. I can pull through this, and you see I don't have any hair on my hands because I did that, and that'll save you. With the cheap hair, you cannot omit sealing those wefts some kind of way. I don't know. You know, everybody got their own method of doing it, but I would strongly suggest doing that because a lot of the reviews that I have seen have been about a lot of shedding, and combating shedding, you're going to have to seal those wefts. Sometimes, whether you cut it or not, you're going to have to seal those wefts, because once you start maneuvering it and moving it around and brushing it and stuff on a daily, you're going to start losing a lot of hair, okay? Because like I said, it's cheaper made, and so don't expect a miracle, because you know you're just not going to get it. And 70% of the issues that people have with hair is their own fault. I know, because I mean, I have really done some things, and I really messed up some stuff. A lot of times people want to blame the vendors, or the companies and stuff, and sometimes it is their fault, but 70% of the time it's the individual's fault for not treating the hair properly. I'm going to say this again. You cannot buy this hair from Amazon and AliExpress and think that you can do what you can do with a higher grade of hair. You know, even though it says 10A, because this is what this is supposed to be, 10A and 12A and all that, 9 times out of 10 may or may not be. Most of the time it isn't, you know. So just don't expect gold from copper, okay? So keep that in mind when you're ordering from these companies and stuff, and you're saying this is bad and that's bad. It may be. I have gotten home to some bad hair, believe me, I have. And I know when it's bad. But a lot of times it's our own error. Once we get it, it looks pretty good when we get it, and we're all excited about, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and you mess it up by over processing it. You mess it up by adding heat to it all the time. You know, I use flexi rods on my hair most of the time. I hardly ever use heat at all, and it extends the life of this hair. It's just like your own hair. You wouldn't want to put heat on your hair every day, or you won't have any. You don't want to have to, you're not going to add bleach, change the color of it, bleaching it and all this kind of stuff every other week, because you'll be bald. And it's the same thing with this hair. And you got to think, it's not even growing out of your head. It's on a weft. So, think, people. You know, when it comes to this weave, you know. So I'm pretty satisfied with what I have, and like I said, I am not, since I can't predict how long it's gonna last. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Maybe I'll probably come back if someone says, can you do an updated video on the hair? I will. It may not be on my head when I do it, but I'll do a updated video, because I like to change my hair quite a bit from anything, you never know. But I would highly suggest. I like this, and like I said, I am not being paid in any kind of way. This is my money. This is my coins that I spent. Okay, and I would not tell you that the hair reacted this way only for you to get it and go, oh, now she just lied. So and so didn't do that. This is my experience with the hair, and your experience with the hair may be different, but so far my experience with the hair is really good. And like I said, at this price, who can beat it? So until next time, I see you guys later. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.